When someone files for bankruptcy, they can't expect all of their debts to magically disappear. Indeed, filing for bankruptcy can effectively discharge some obligations, but not these debts. If this is the case, you're in trouble since, according to rumors, the debt is priority debt and won't be eliminated by applying for bankruptcy. Is it true that Money Mayweather Jr. is going bankrupt? Could someone please explain to me how in the world you spend or waste $400 million? CNN leaks evidence that Floyd Mayweather lost $500 million in just 6 months and went bankrupt. The report shows that he continued to purchase opulent homes without considering the high taxes associated with such properties. This careless spending is exactly what led to his financial collapse.
The bank knows, the mortgage companies know, that maybe you'll keep your house 7 years. So the greatest tax write-offs for that home mortgage is within the first 7 or 10 years. Do you know that if you have a 30-year mortgage, let's just say it was for $200,000, that in the first 20 years, you've only paid down $100,000 of principal? Why? Because all of that money went for...
Floyd Mayweather is still legally required to pay back his debts even if he files for bankruptcy. Tax liabilities and other financial obligations are not eliminated by bankruptcy. For example, in 2017, the IRS filed a lien stating that Mayweather owed $22.2 million in taxes from 2015, even though he claimed to have paid $26 million in that year. In addition, he had unpaid tax debts from 2010 totaling $7.2 million. The unfortunate thing is that not all, whether your IRS obligation is dischargeable under the bankruptcy rules as a priority debt, or if your more recent debt is not. Floyd Mayweather is renowned for showing off his wealth, and his recent $42 million real estate acquisition in New York attracted attention. While fans applaud his extravagant lifestyle, many are worried about his financial priorities, particularly in light of persistent rumors of unpaid debts.
What's going on with Floyd Mayweather?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
See, I know he came out with this commercial talking about he just invested in this deal that's worth like $402 million that's dealing with 60 apartment buildings.
Yeah, I heard the nigga bought half of New York.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he walking down the street of New York. Yeah, I own that one. I own that one.
I seen that too.
So some people reached out to the agencies that he's connected with about this deal, and they said no comment.
Let me say something. I got a question. Niggas is nosy for no reason.
Nosy as hell.
What? What I'm reaching out to these people about they deal for?
We want to talk to you about the Floyd Mayweather deal. No comment. But they say his name ain't on no paperwork or nothing.
I seen him on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
He was looking like a bum, had like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't know where the money went to.
It's no secret that Floyd Mayweather loves fast, expensive automobiles. His garage is filled with an almost absurd number of them, including several Bugatti Veyrons, Lamborghinis, and Rolls-Royces. Enzo is valued at approximately $2 million. His Lamborghini Murcielago is valued at approximately $500,000, and his Bentley Molson is valued at approximately he owns at least 29 Rolls-Royce Phantoms, each starting at roughly $450,000 for $300,000. He also has a Bentley Golf automobile, which is valued at around $30,000, and his Koning Seg CCXR Tevita, which is valued at roughly $5 million. Whether it's lining up blacked-out Ferraris or showcasing immaculate untouched cars, Mayweather uses these photos to create an image of untouchable wealth. Although this practice is visually striking, it also draws criticism. Mayweather's social media platforms are a glossy portfolio of his wealth, with luxury cars always at the forefront.
I just want to show the people how I live on a daily basis. This right here is red. So we got this. We like to call this house right here the Palace. It's just the EWB. Still the girl base. Gucci colors. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking on filming. Come on. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. got all type of toys, Apple TV, espresso machine, all type of crazy stuff, bro. Talked about this yesterday. It's blue. Blue on the suits. Crocodile Himalaya, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my life.
Mayweather claims that his finances are in perfect shape, despite numerous reports that suggest he has tax problems. He frequently brushes these reports off as media exaggerations, claiming that he has already paid millions to the IRS, including a reported $26 million in 2015 alone. He says his empire is strong, and that the tax claims are just an attack on his character. But the fact that these issues keep coming up raises questions outside of the ring. Mayweather's life has not been peaceful. Women, including former partners, have accused him of emotional abuse and manipulation. These accusations paint a picture of a man who believes that money shields him from moral consequences. Quickly, Floyd Mayweather, I received a lawsuit and reviewed the contents. But it seems that some of his girls, that is, the strippers at Girl Collection, are suing him for unpaid salaries. I was just thinking, how are you strippers, and you're suing him for lost wages? I was trying to figure out, you get your money from the bank, what does he do? So I wasn't going to pay attention to this. Concerning your money, someone placed a finger in my ear and said, this is the start of the lawsuit. They're going to add more harassment allegations and all this stuff. I answered, no, hold up, you worked in a club. Evidently, there is more to come. But here's my problem. I was the last one to sue him, claiming that she had not seen him anywhere, despite the fact that he supposedly owed millions of dollars, including $33 million to Gervonta Davis and other debts overseas. In an attempt to allay public fears, Mayweather hasn't cut back on his spending. He still buys pricey cars, extravagant mansions, and rare antiques. Not simply a spender, but also a wise investor, Mayweather launched a video tour of his real estate assets across the United States. He talked about changing his focus from opulent residences to profitable commercial structures. But some detractors weren't persuaded.
Mayweather is at it again. This time, not in the ring, but in the real estate market. The undefeated boxing champ just sold his Miami Beach mansion for a jaw-dropping $22 million. Let's break down the numbers and see why Floyd's still living up to his nickname. Mayweather originally bought this stunning waterfront property in 2021 for $18 million. Fast forward 3 years and he's walking away with a cool $4 million profit. Not bad, right? And here's a fun twist. The buyer is taking on a $13 million mortgage, which comes with monthly payments of nearly $99,000. Now, let's talk about the mansion itself. It's a 3-story masterpiece, spanning over 9,000 square feet with 9 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. But the amenities? Next level. A 5,000 square foot rooftop with panoramic views, a private dock for a 30-meter yacht, a movie theater, gym, game room, and even smart home tech. Plus, it's located in a guard-gated community, ultimate privacy for the ultra-rich. This isn't Floyd's only play in the property game. He recently listed his Beverly Hills estate for a whopping $48 million. That's nearly double the $25.5 million he paid for it back in 2017. If it sells, he'll pocket an insane $22.5 million profit. This Beverly Hills compound is a paradise of its own, with 6 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms, and entertainment.
With the recent purchase of a $30 million resort-style mansion with multiple pools, entertainment, rooms, and extravagant amenities, Floyd Mayweather's taste for extravagance reached a new level. The property adds to his growing list of prestigious addresses in places like Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami, while fans view it as another flex from the self-proclaimed money man, while critics question how such purchases make sense given his alleged financial commitments. Oscar de la Hoya was blunt when discussing Mayweather's comeback to boxing following a period of semi-retirement. Floyd doesn't compete because he enjoys the sport. Rather, he does it to supplement his income. The goal of high-profile fights against Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor was not to leave a legacy. Rather, it was to generate enormous pay-per-view figures and secure yet another financial bonanza.
Me and Canelo are having the last laugh. Canelo is going to enjoy his lucrative contract. He's going to fight the very best, unlike Floyd. waits for fighters to either be over the hill or too young, the way he fought Canelo when he was too young.
Right.
But look, hey, if Floyd really wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds. Call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants?
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
06 Floyd's Jacob & Company billionaire watch, which is adorned with 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds, is one of his most prized possessions. Nothing shouts success more than an $18 million watch, and some of the watch, like Mayweather's lifestyle, is brash, loud, and impossible to ignore, just the way he likes it. Some people admire the craftsmanship, but others see it as just another chapter in his never-ending tale of material fixation.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing. 1 point. That is sick, dude. But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No, hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
Boxing Doctor News. Hey there, money moves enthusiasts. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's wild ride in the world of wealth. 1 minute. We're hearing about financial troubles. The next, he's dropping $402 million on Manhattan real estate. But hold up, plot twist. Now his LA gym employees are protesting, claiming they haven't been paid. Is the money team really out of money? Meanwhile, Mayweather's still flexing, snagging a $20 million property in Midtown. What's the real story here? Is he a real estate mogul or facing a cash crunch? And the biggest question, does Floyd even know what's happening at his gym? This financial roller coaster is giving us whiplash. What do you think is really going on with Mayweather's millions? Drop your theory.
Mayweather has recently made an effort to recast his financial narrative, emphasizing investments that yield steady profits over merely ostentatious acquisitions. "Money doesn't make me. I make money," was the intended meaning of his comment. He now places a strong emphasis on accumulating wealth through real estate and business alliances to demonstrate his maturity and progress, implying that he is considering options beyond financial gain. On paper, this seems like a wise approach, but not everything adds up.
Comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results.
19 Mayweather hasn't addressed many of the unresolved financial red lights surrounding him, even though he talks about wise investments. Rapper 50 Cent, who is never afraid to voice his opinions, once made fun of Floyd's constant need to prove his wealth by accusing him of capping, pretending to be richer than he actually is. Unpaid taxes, lawsuits, and outstanding debts still cast a shadow over his empire, even with partnerships like those involving real estate firm SL Green. Some analysts believe his involvement is more about image than actual financial depth. There are increasing questions about how much of Mayweather's wealth is liquid, and how much is invested in brittle, image-heavy assets as a result of this public insult. We were all applauding and celebrating Floyd Mayweather during his flex, but we may need to put a stop to it, as some evidence suggests that things might not be as they seem. A few weeks ago, I discussed it on the Display Business Insider conducted research, after Floyd Mayweather claimed to have spent $402 million on 62 rental buildings in Manhattan. They said they were unable to locate any supporting documentation, no deed transfers, no public records, and nothing. They called some owners, but were unable to locate any information about this transaction. Floyd has since gone on interviews and talked about it. Of course, 50 Cent showed up with his troll persona and posted the interview and the details, claiming that he purchased them in his head and that he read all those Harry Potter books because 50 is gone. I want to know if Floyd feels that he was duped in a business transaction, similar to rapper Lil Uzi Vert. Over the years, Mayweather has been the target of numerous lawsuits, many of which are the result of reckless actions motivated by the notion that his riches make him untouchable. However, as settlements and legal costs pile up, the idea that he is untouchable is beginning to crumble.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So the situation is crazy, man, because Lil Uzi Vert and Floyd Mayweather are being sued for an assault that happened last June in New York, right? The whole situation is that the person that's suing them says that he saw Floyd Mayweather's truck and he went across the street while he was filming to get some footage of it, and basically the whole money team, Floyd Mayweather's team and Lil Uzi Vert came out of the truck and beat the crap out of him, right? It's crazy as hell because Lil Uzi Vert responded and he said that he don't even know Floyd Mayweather, he was not there, and you guys got the wrong person, right? I've never seen Mayweather and Lil Uzi Vert in the same place together at all, ever, and I'm guessing that it's probably somebody from Mayweather's team that kind of looks like Uzi, right? Either way, man, Uzi is wrapped up in this lawsuit. We'll see if they take his name off of it once they...
With assets like the AON Center and Chicago's old post office included, Mayweather's declaration of supporting a $10 billion real estate portfolio initially seemed and represented a significant financial shift. But insiders doubt the size of his true commitment. Many people think that Floyd Mayweather is more of a promotional partner than a significant stakeholder. If is accurate, it follows the pattern of big names making flashy claims with little substance underneath them. As a result of years of careless spending and the constant need to uphold his money, Floyd Mayweather is currently mired in debt and facing ongoing legal issues. Despite his riches, Floyd Mayweather's attitude and refusal to curtail his lavish lifestyle have left him vulnerable on both a financial and legal level. Purchasing binge. Just at some of these headlines, I'm genuinely finding it difficult to keep up with everything. In the past 8 days alone, Floyd Mayweather has secured a $42 million deal to purchase more than 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather invests $3 billion with $100 million. According to various sources, Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, making him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. That concludes today's video. Stay tuned until the next one. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now.